this guy. I'm hoping we'll see a lot of crazy action from him.
So game start, 3, 2, 1, here we go. We did see that Lynx had a little bit of extra right off the bat with a recovery into a down air, into a side light, going entirely unarmed right now and really laying the smackdown onto KTL.
Holy
Picks up
moly.
the sword right there, but that already off the bat, lots of damage untouched so far. And not quite a 0 to death. KTL goes for that side sig, but Lynx is their other way. Will pick up that ground pound and will get the second ground pound almost.
0 to death.
0 to death in about 24 seconds for the KO right now. Lynx in a very strong position and just kind of using his movement really well around KTL to get in here and punish. Lots of downlight into side airs right there.
Now, I'm not sure whether or not... Yeah, it looks like ktlmom is lagging a little bit. I'm not sure. We haven't really seen any attacks or any kind of punish whatsoever. Hopefully soon, if he does resolve his lag issues, we can see some sort of action going on. I'm hoping this isn't a 0 to death 3 stock. That'd be really disappointing.
I think that would be pretty cool because you don't ever see that. That's something unique.
That's true.
Something strange and rare. But we are seeing kind of Lynx here just use that movement really well. KTL, knowing that he's got to get around, there's the first hit from KTL with the hammer. Tries following the hammer with the side lights. Lynx moves back.
Wow.
Lynx with the slide side sig for the KO off on the right side of the map.
Holy moly. Alright, and KTL goes in for the unarmed punish after those 2 stocks of being lost. And it looks like Lynx tries to weapon starve KTL quite a bit. Maybe his lag issues have been resolved. KTL goes in for the unarmed ground pound, succeeds in it, and Lynx... I don't know what's going to happen next. And goes for the neutral sig, flies KTL across the map. KTL punishes, recover. This the side sig. The sliding bouncing on the sword misses.
There's the neutral air from Lynx, pushing KTL up off to the left side. Lynx with a hammer. Coming in here, trying to approach the side airs, and there's a stomp in the side air for the KO. Lynx will take our first game here, folks. And, yeah. See if we'll see a legend swap out from KTL, or if he'll stick with that Bodvar. Bodvar is a very strong, very strong pick, I think, if you're coming to Brawlhalla. If you guys don't know who Brawlhalla is, what Brawlhalla is, it's a free-to-play platform 2D fighter on Steam and also PS4. Now it's in beta, which is pretty cool.
No, not beta anymore. I think they officially released it the other day.
Oh. Really?
I believe so.
I think it's still in beta, but
yeah, it's in a weird state right now. Like they released it, then I think they might have pulled it back. I don't know.
Either way, folks, if you don't know it, you should go check it out on Steam. It's free to play. It is not pay to win in any way. All the microtransactions are cosmetic. Devs are very active, putting out patches and new characters. Basically, every week there's an update from the devs. They do streams, as competitive streams as well, as we're getting ready for this next game to start.
And it looks like ktlmom is back in the game. Lynx sticking with the Bodvar pick. Let's see who they're gonna select. I wouldn't be surprised if they kept the Bodvar pick. Trying to see if any other character... if they had bought any characters before, they could always probably go for a sword pick. I think that's what they were kind of dominant with. Otherwise, they might stick with a free-to-play character. Looks like they're struggling a little bit, and they go for Ember. Alright, interesting choice.
I love this Ember pick. Honestly, I think Ember is such a strong legend right now with that speed. The 3 defense can be tricky to navigate, but for all of that, I think with that speed and with that bow especially, you have so much mobility and so much movement. It really does allow you to get around your opponent and really kind of be where you need to be at the right time.
Well, the speed is nice, but the defense isn't, like you said. So a large part of Ember is almost, pretty much reading your opponent even more than you have to usually, because you can't tank any hits. So, if you're expecting the Bodvar to use a sliding down sig like Lynx usually does, you gotta know when to anticipate that and punish it accordingly.
3, 2,
a lot more than usual, so you can't do any fancy tricks as much. And KTL goes straight to the other side of the ledge, tries to unarmed Lynx, doesn't quite work out in his favor, tries to get the weapon, Lynx weapon starves him, going for a neutral sig that was gravity cancelled.
Kind of a quick repeat of the last game. Not quite a 0 to death. KTL did get hit that side heavy out onto Lynx, but Lynx here is moving. KTL moves off to the right, and Lynx sets up and will hit that ground pound. KTL going for those Katars. Lynx not giving him any space to breathe. Really being quite aggressive with the hammer. Going to punish that side sig with the side air. Ground pound comes out. KTL.
You know, KTL doing... He's trying. He's using a lot of side sigs, trying to get those early punishes against Lynx. Not really working on his favor. Definitely trying to learn his spacing. But the side sig on the hammer does get him, and the ground pound misses. But KTL couldn't bring it back to the ledge.
You know, I gotta say though, KTL is trying different things, trying to utilize some of these weapon throws in his play, trying to vary things up. Unfortunately, that side sig does put you right into the range of Lynx's side sig of his own. But there's the ground pound out from KTL. Another side sig. Lynx right there with a side air for the punish. But you know what? KTL is changing things up, trying to vary his approaches with these ground pounds. But there's a ground pound out from Lynx for the KO.
I will give it the KTL. He did a great job dodging some of those sigs that Lynx was throwing out. Like that sliding neutral sig we just saw a few seconds ago. He didn't even dodge it like a normal dodge. He jumped over it.